At Capital Farm Credit, our cooperative returns are a symbol of our strong partnership with you.
So one of the unique things about Capital Farm Credit is the cooperative nature of it. And then when you get that patronage check once a year, we put that money right back into the land.
Together, we're better.
Welcome, Cobra fans. Will LaRue alongside Rob Bargenbrook here. We are live on YouTube, the Cobra Sports Network. We are here in Columbia at the Roughnecks. This is Griggs Field, by the way. Griggs Field.
Columbia Roughnecks. And we're starting on offense first. Going to do, what'd you say, 22 snaps? And then play a full half after that?
About 20 snaps each. Then they're going to flip-flop. This is scrimmage rules. Inside the 20-yard line, I believe.
On the 30.
Yeah, this first pass is caught, delivered by Ashton Garza. It looks like they're going to say that was an incomplete pass. Sorry.
Incomplete pass. I'm wondering if 61, he changed jersey numbers for Columbia.
I don't know why you say that.
Well, he's kind of big.
Well, he's
on the far side over there.
Yeah, that is one thing that may be that large defensive end that we were talking about. That's in the program here. This time the jet sweep. Nick Kuchler, the junior, is going to get around the edge, seals it up before he's pushed out of bounds, just shy of the first down yardage.
About 7 yards on that play.
Yeah, good run there on second down. It's going to bring up third down and 2.
What would you like to see here, Will?
First down, Rob.
Yeah, well, what would you like to run it up the middle, outside? What are you thinking?
Let's see. Cooper Martin is in the backfield, lined up in looks like a little offset pistol there. They're going to go ahead and hand it off to Cooper, off to the right, or excuse me, the left side there. He's going to lower his shoulder and get enough to get that first down. So, Cowboy Cooper Martin lowering his shoulder to get that first down.
Looks about 5 yards on that play.
Yeah, Cooper's always been that kind of a back, too, where he hits a hole pretty quick. He's a downhill runner. I want to see him get started going pretty quick there. So, outside receiver right now is Kason Williams. Inside in that slot is going to be the junior Nick Kuchler. Ashley drops back to pass. It is completed to the senior, number 10. That's Thomas. Nice little 6-yard pickup there on first down.
It's always good to have 6 yards on first down.
Oh, yeah. And Thomas getting out there, running a good route, getting the separation between the secondary and himself, settling down in that open spot, and Ashton delivers a strike. Trips to that far side of the field. I call him trips because Kate Quebec is lined up in that little sniffer halfback position. Ball's going to be handed off to Martin as he continues to hit that circle button. He's found the circle button.
He found that button, too.
Get enough for a Cobra first down there off to the left side.
Good yardage on that play. About 7 yards or so.
Yeah, moving the chains again. Good methodical drive here. One thing that the Cobras were lacking a little bit last week was just coming out with enthusiasm and fire. They did clearly have it today in this first drive. Shotgun formation again. This time ball's going to be faked to Cooper. Ashton's going to pull it himself and get out to the edge. Offers that stiff arm, but number 11 wasn't having it. He's going to bring him down to the ground.
About 4 yards on that play, though. I mean, positive yards on first down. Keeps the sticks moving. You know.
I like the play call there. You've gone to Cooper a couple of times, and he's damaged you off to the left side of the formation, or left side of the field there. And nice fake, you know, that hard counter cut to the right, and then coming back in. Good play call. Ashton pulls it and gets around the edge for positive yards.
Maybe we'll see our favorite play here, Will. The mesh.
Trips to the near side of the field. Ashton drops back. Got plenty of time. Nice screen pass completed to Giannis, but Giannis runs into a brick wall with number 9, and then we got a little yellow flag as the extracurricular going on after the play.
Yeah.
Aiden, Aiden a little undersized compared to number 9 there, so number 9 losing a little bit of that bully syndrome,
Little shoulder talk after the play.
yeah, a little bit.
But they're not going to give the yardage. They're
No,
just throwing the flag.
I believe, if I remember correctly, going back, I think inside of the 40-yard line they give
Yardage?
They mark penalties off.
Interesting.
Yeah, for scrimmage rules, just to keep the game going. Twins to both sides of the field. Martin's offset to the left side. They're going to go ahead and bring Quebec over in motion this time.
Ooh.
But Ashton's going to pull the ball. Looked like little miscommunication there. I'm not sure if just ball slipped out, but another flag here. And this time, is that number 9 again?
It could be. It sure looks like it.
Yeah, so a little jawing going on in the first and this.
Coach is not having that at all.
No, he's not. He doesn't need to, because that was a play that went the opposite direction. You know, it was a fumble for the defense, and the Roughneck player just ended up costing his team because of that.
He got his feathers ruffled.
Yeah.
The Roughneck got his feathers ruffled.
I do want to see a little bit of aggression. I like that. You know,
Yep.
I want to see some fire.
Some
in these
intensity.
games. Right. But you got to check that a little bit.
A little physicality, as Popovich would say.
Sure. Twins to both sides of the field. This time the junior LaRue's going to check in at running back, offset to Ashton's left. Ashton's going to screen pass it out to LaRue. He does lower his shoulder, but he's dropped in the backfield for a loss. Boop out there, the senior tackle, not able to connect with number 24 and push him away for LaRue.
Looks like Columbia had a blitz on there. Both linebackers came flying in there.
Yeah, it's going to be a loss of 2. It's going to bring 2nd down and 12 to go. Twins to this side of the field. Lone receiver the far side. I believe that's Thomas. Ashton's going to call his own number on the quarterback sweep off to the left. Great block off there on the edge, but Ashton's still brought down after he picks up a couple. You know, on that play right there, and I'm not too sure if there was a little bit of confusion is what it looked like between LaRue and Wolfskill on who was supposed to pick up
that outside backer.
Right. LaRue blocks him, and then it looked like he bounced off, and Wolfskill was coming back to help. So
what's the old terminology, inside out in that scenario?
that's what I would say, yeah, inside out, and then you can continue going to the next level. Chip block and can keep on going up. LaRue gets a handoff off to the right side. He's got some blockers in front of him, going to try to cut up field and get what he can. He gets back to the line of scrimmage on that 3rd down run. It's going to bring up 4th down. And by scrimmage rules, we're not going to punt or anything. They're just going to reset the downs and go back to the 30-yard line, I believe. Yeah, a little more fire on that first drive, that first series there.
Seemed like that kind of turnover got us going a little backwards there.
Now Holdeman Mullen checks in at
Blitz is
receiver
on.
off to this side. Ball thrown up the middle. Cooper Martin comes down with it. Great catch. Good concentration. The hands on number 44 there. Gets a few more as he tumbles forward down to beyond the 35-yard line, the 45-yard line, but they're going to bring it back. Why?
Is that the end of is that their snaps, basically? Is that what that was? Like, hey, we ran our 20 snaps?
I have no idea.
Because the ball's not even on the field and everybody's walking off.
That's what it looks like, because Columbia's throwing in their football right now.
Speaking of footballs, Will, I saw something out there on YouTube where they were filling the footballs with helium.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes them fly better?
Yeah. The guy was getting another 15 yards on a field goal.
There you go.
I don't know if there's anything illegal about that. That is air.
I don't know.
It is the correct poundage.
I'm not too sure. We have to check in with our local chemist on that and find out. Make a phone call. You chemists out there, go ahead and help us out on
Call a
YouTube.
friend.
Yeah.
You know, call a friend like on the game show host. Call a friend.
Who wants to be a millionaire? Well,
And here we go. First team defense on the field.
Roughnecks come out. They break that huddle real quick before, and then come up to the line of scrimmage, and now we're getting some hitting in.
Yeah, they blew the whistle on that. They would have been a sack on that play, Will.
They sure did, but that was Cullen Dyson, the senior defensive tackle, that was in the quarterback's face immediately. That would have been a sack regardless, but the ball was delivered, and then Sam Kurtz let the receiver in the far end who caught that know he's here to play some football today.
Yeah. That was good intensity right on the first play. I like to see that. And they do hustle to the line, kind of like.
Real quick to the line. This time the quarterback's going to roll out on that bootleg, looking downfield. Doesn't have anything. That's Bo Bethany and Clayton Roundtree giving him chase before they call that play dead.
Yeah. I guess they're not wanting the quarterbacks to get hit there?
No, not on that. They'll go live in that next half. But, you know, Rob, that watching Columbia right here, I remember back when this junior class was in eighth grade. They ran into center quite a bit, and they would do the exact same thing. They line up 5 yards from the ball. They'd snap. They break the huddle. They get to the line extremely quick, and within a couple of seconds, that ball is snapped and they're going. You're catching defense offside or on their toes or on their heels.
Not being
rather.
set.
Yeah.
And they are going all
Ball
the
is
way.
heaved downfield. Blake Mendoza on the coverage, but I'm going to say that's probably going to draw a flag in a game, though.
No, not against the Cobras.
No,
of course not.
Yeah. I do want to apologize, folks, for the little shaky camera on the iPad for right now. We're doing our best to stay away from the heat. And I don't mean on our part. I'm talking about as far as the camera part goes. The camera overheated a little bit in the sub-varsity game, so we had to bring that inside, and the tripod just isn't very effective inside the booth.
There we go. Good job, D. Way to finish it.
Yeah, they're coming up and firing with some intensity right here, and that's Brady Cope. That's Brady Cope, the junior that came up and delivered that hit to bring down the Roughneck running back. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. I want to take this time, too, to thank our sponsors as well. 20 sponsors this year, Rob. Great turnout for the program. There, Brady Cope again, a junior coming up and making a great tackle in the backfield for a huge loss on number 2. But that wasn't all Brady Cope either. That was
there was pressure from everybody. Forced that play to bounce outside, and he just cleaned it up.
He sure did. The defensive line is pinning their ears back and just going. And the defensive line made up of Cullen Dyson, Clayton Roundtree, and Dylan Rarick, all 3 seniors.
You know, and these sponsors help us put this on the air, Will, and the money goes to the Booster Club, which goes to the kids, everything from football helmets to hurdles to you name it.
Again, quarterback just has nowhere to go. Right now, the Roughnecks have no answer for the Cobra defensive line and linebackers, because that was Bo Bethany coming up as well. Sam Kurtz, these guys are fired up. They're ready to go. They're pinning their ears back and just getting back there.
Yeah, they sure are. I mean, he has no time at all. I don't know if it's picking up on our mics, but the Columbia Roughneck fans are not very happy right now, Will.
Well, one in particular isn't very happy. That's the one we're hearing. Again, quick to the line on 1st down, and Kate Quebeca cutting inside. Cullen Dyson's going to go ahead and touch the quarterback, but that's going to be Nick Kuchler who ultimately gets the tackle, the junior. Nick Kuchler, a heck of an athlete, quarterback and safety for so many years coming up. This year, elected to step aside from that quarterback spot and play some slot receiver. And there's going to be a lot of fun things that we're going to see in different packages. I'm sure that Coach Nairn is going to be able to utilize that young athlete.
You did that interview with Cade Quebec, and they said they were going to use him a lot like Hosey from last year.
Now, that's big shoes to fill right there, and he's wearing number 5 too. So.
Oh, they brought in the big back, Will.
They sure did. But I ain't going to do anything at all for number 2. That's Aiden Thomas. Another senior wraps him up and drives him back after about a 5-yard gain.
I'd say that back has a good 100 pounds on Aiden Thomas. What would you think there?
He probably does. Aiden didn't give me any ground, though. Aiden probably one of the fastest players on the field. He runs a 4.40.
Really?
I don't know. I'm just
Sounds good.
Yeah, we'll go with it.
I like it. I like it. That's the first positive yards Columbia's had.
Another run out to the right side there by number 6, and that was the sophomore, Zach Vadial's, coming up and making the tackle.
I think they've had all their snaps now. Let's take them off the field.
I don't know. I'm enjoying this
They
defense.
didn't get a first down, so they're resetting again.
Sure
I
are.
don't think we've given up a first down yet.
No. Kate Quebeca checked out of the game, and replacing him is Kason Williams, number 25, with the outside end, stand up in, outside linebacker, however you want to call it, with the Cobras call it the jack. 24 comes in motion, and quarterback tries to step up, but he can't evade 19 Sam Kurtz. He's right there to wrap him up quick. So
Yeah, that was the end of that.
that was the end. Rob, wow.
Great
a
defense.
Fantastic defensive showing of the Cobras. I think Coach Fellers and Coach Nairn let the boys know in practice this week that
we're still going.
last week was not going to cut it.
No.
And they definitely have come out and showed that they put in the work and they're ready to play some football. Yoakum, watch out.
Second down. We got chains now, Will. Oh, and they're going to make him really bounce it, and there's no place to go.
Dylan Rearick on the chase there before he is finally brought down by number 4, Holden McMullen. The defense really flying to the football and getting there quick.
They sure are. No, they're going against a 4A school here, and they haven't given up a first down yet. So that's nice to see. A lot of intensity. Everybody doing their job. And they're going to try to get to number 2 here, I would think. No?
On that seam pass, they saw a little bit of that on the film, I'm sure, but the ball does fall incomplete because East Bernard last week, Rob, if you remember, they
threw it out of the wing tee.
They sure did. They threw it. They hit a couple of their receivers for some big plays on those seam routes right between the hashes there.
Right.
And that's exactly what the Roughnecks tried to do as well.
That was good coverage by number 10 there.
Yeah, it was. Well, while we're switching over right now, we're going to take a quick break to thank some sponsors. We appreciate you guys. You are watching Cobra football on the Cobra Sports Network. That's Landon Wolfskill on the reception right there as he's wrapped up and driven out of bounds. So welcome back, folks.
Have our second string offense, I would say, on the field right now, Will.
Yeah.
And good pass there by Kuchler to Wolfskill, is that correct?
No, that's Zach Vadial is
Okay.
doing the second string duties there at signal caller. I believe. Was that number 22?
22, yes, sir.
Yeah. So Wolfskill is the inside receiver in this trips pattern off to the side. We got Jace Cheney and not sure number 15 is. I think that's William Hunt. But on the reception was Landon Wolfskill, the 6'6 senior, who caught it just beyond the 40-yard line, and that is going to be a Cobra first down. So Cobra first down from the offensive twos. Always promising.
Yep.
Depth is a big thing, Rob.
You never know when somebody's going to get hurt, injured, sick. I mean, whatever it might be.
No, but just the sheer part of depth. As games go on, you need fresh legs and stuff like that. Players to come in. So Wolfskill comes in motion, delivers a heck of a block on number 25 there. Zach did try to get to the outside, but just Ended up running into a couple of Roughnecks, and it's going to end up losing about a half a yard.
Yeah, they blew it dead there, trying to protect the quarterback.
Rob, your stat sheet is empty.
Yeah, well, I'm going to wait till we do a half.
Okay.
See how rusty I am.
Gotcha. Still waiting on those refreshments, too. Where?
Yeah, didn't we order some?
I thought we did. Twins to the far side of the field this time.
Free play.
Ryland Barr is checked in at running back for the Cobras. He gets the football, tries running up the middle, but he is going to be met by several Roughnecks and dropped right back at the line of scrimmage. Ryland Barr, a very, very fast senior football player as well. He's another 4.4 guy, Rob.
Really? Wow.
I don't know, maybe.
That's impressive. For a 3A school, 2 4 guys. I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah, y'all stepping back. The pass going to bounce outside to try to find some running room, but runs into a wall of maroon jerseys. The wrong colored maroon, though.
Maroon. Yep.
Yeah,
We're in white today. We don't like maroon today.
About time you said that, Rob.
Yeah, just today. Today only. I'm just glad we're not burnt orange.
Cameraman's not supposed to talk.
Ryan agrees with me, fans, if y'all were wondering.
Yeah. Trying to gang up on me over here. Your buddy Lee isn't here.
I know.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
Lee was supposed to call in and help commentate from the road, but it didn't happen. Barr's going to take the handoff again, but he's met in the backfield, drop for a short loss.
it does surprise me to an extent that you do like burnt orange, retired military,
Oh, nice.
all that kind of stuff.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, somebody drank a little too much water.
Oh,
Nice. Hot day, folks.
you're playing football now.
Let it out. Let it out. You expect me to get in a 3-point stance in this?
Let's see what we got here.
We got Twins to the far side of the field.
And they're really catching that. Defense is jumping a lot.
They sure are. This time, again, just not quite catching the edge.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that was, couldn't see. Is that number 12? Ryland Barr again? On
Probably
carry?
so.
Yeah, Ryland has the speed. If he gets to the edge, man, he's going to be running for quite a while.
Just got to pick up that edge. I mean,
Yeah.
seal that edge, I guess is the best way to put it, so he can get outside.
Major LaRue going to check in at that C position, that inside slot. Zach looking downfield is going to fire it to Holden McMullen, and that's a strike for about a 5-6 yard gain on that.
Yeah.
Good job on McMullen there, running that route and settling down in that little open position. Going to see a lot of that out of the Cobras this year.
Sitting down in that soft zone,
Yeah, that misdirection, crossing patterns, things like that, and you just
Right.
settle down in there, and quarterbacks are able to deliver a strike. And like we said earlier, 5-6 yards on a pass play, I'll take that all the way down the field. Let's go
Oh, yeah,
score.
definitely. And it's a pretty safe pass play. It's right in front of you.
All right, our refreshments showed up, folks.
All right.
Yeah, now we got some water.
Thank you, Easton and Andy.
Dr. Andy Francis.
Yep. Okay.
A bit parched here in the.
The air conditioner's on, Will, but it's not really on.
Well, we got a window open too, so
Yeah.
we can bring quality broadcasting
There you go.
back home to you folks listening.
That are sitting in air conditioning.
Well, we appreciate y'all.
Will, how'd you get this bottle open, son?
Yeah. So ball delivered to number 28. I believe that's Ian Lugo.
Really? How interesting.
Yeah. Like to see Zach settle down a little bit, hit Ian in the numbers where he can kind of handle that. Ball was thrown a little bit behind the Ian. He had to jump up kind of over the defender. The ball does fall incomplete there. So it brings up 3rd down and about 4. Sticking that shotgun formation with twins
Free
on both
play,
sides.
free play. Let it go, let it go.
Yeah, but they're going to end up blowing it.
Come on, that's a free play in the game, Will. You throw that out there. No free plays today, huh?
Not today. This time it's completed to Aiden Yanish. Another speedy receiver for the Cobras. He does find the edge before he's finally pushed out of bounds. We'll see where they end up giving him the first down or not.
I think it's a first down.
I don't know that it's going to matter because it seems like they're switching again.
Switching again.
Yeah, so while they switch, we'll take a quick break as well to thank some sponsors. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network.
At Capital Farm Credit, our cooperative returns are a symbol of our strong partnership with you.
So one of the unique things about Capital Farm Credit is the cooperative nature of it. And then when you get that patronage check once a year, we put that money right back into the land.
Together, we're better.
Welcome back, Cobra fans. You're watching Cobra's football on the Cobra Sports Network. Will LaRue alongside Rob Bargenbrook. Lee Lewis has the night off.
Yes, he does. And defense comes out and does exactly what they did in the first little 20-snap series. Only give up about 3/4 of a yard.
There you go. Ryan Barnett also here, the production manager
I was wondering if you're going to say my name.
slash cameraman.
Yeah,
I'm working on it. We're working on it. We're doing TV here.
There's that counter play, Will.
Well, that's just number 4 trying to bob and weave through the defense. That's exactly what he did, just slipping tackles. Several hands came on him, just nobody could grab a handle of him, and he was up getting one of the largest runs of the night for the Roughnecks. Brings them all the way down to about the 45-yard line. Quick snap again, back to the line of scrimmage fast. Number 4 bounces out again this time. It's going to be off to the races to see if Aiden Yanish can catch him and push him out of bounds, and he does.
He does.
Just shy of the 15-yard line.
Looks like we got, what, second team defense, second team offense here.
Yeah, well, the outside ends, they committed to the inside, and that's exactly what happened. They sucked in, and number 4 was able to get to the outside and really didn't have to beat anybody except
Right,
the
just
safeties.
got to the edge, yeah.
Right. See if they fix that here. As number 4 is going to try it again, but this time he's going to be wrapped up low and brought down. See who that was. It makes a great tackle. That was number 32, I believe.
Looks maybe 30.
No, I can't tell. That was 32.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is.
Good job, 32.
Yeah. Great tackle.
Looks like they're going to try to throw it here.
Give it to the end zone. Ball falls incomplete. And that was Aiden Yanish was the man on coverage there. The receiver for the Roughnecks, though, Rob, ran a great route.
Mm-hmm.
Got separation between the Cobra defender and was able to. The quarterback placed the ball beautifully, just unable to hang on to it.
Little long on the pass. You looking through that small window, Will?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got to see somehow, Rob.
Okay. Kind of like a port window. You'd be used to that, wouldn't you?
Sure. Is that a Navy joke? Back to the line pretty quick, and that wing tee ball is going to be misdirected and handed off on the sweep. This time number 9 is going to try to cut in. Number 32 does give a valiant effort to try to bring him down, but he ends up sneaking into the end zone there.
Little reverse play there.
Not necessarily reverse, just that whole misdirection like you were talking about before, though,
Right.
Rob. It's when you run this wing tee, it's difficult. You work one play, you work one play, you work one play, and then you fake that same play and end up throwing it or going a different way
Different
with
direction,
it.
yeah.
Right, and then defenses tend to commit to that.
Right.
And end up giving up big yardage plays just like we just saw right here.
It's hard to follow the ball in the wing tee, that's for sure. You got to stick to what your job is, because there's a lot of movement in the backfield, a lot of misdirection. Ooh, that was a big hit there. I think by 58 maybe.
I think that's Logan Densman, another junior.
Another Columbia player lost his helmet on that play.
They're having a hard time, Rob. We talked about that in the sub-varsity
Yeah.
game. The equipment manager needs to get on the ball here.
Right. Better chin straps or something.
Yeah. You're talking about that speed flex. I wonder if that speed flex is zipping through and out.
Could be. You said more air in the helmets. That might help. It could be just because it's 110 degrees and they're sweating so bad.
Could be. Could be. Glad the iPad's making it through all this.
Yeah. Can't
Cobras
really-
look like they're showing a
Blitz.
blitz. LaRue comes up, meets a block, but number 9 ends up getting away. Great pass. Pitch and catch by the quarterback, number 9, Rylan Barr is going to try to chase him down, but he is going to get into the end zone. So not accounting for those inside guys who are getting through and sneaking up the seams.
Yeah, and we had a blitz on. We had all linebackers going. It was, if you don't get there,
Yeah.
it's tough.
Yeah, for sure. But Cobras gave up a couple of those last week and kind of come and bite them again here today. So, but just learning how to play our defense against this kind of offense.
Right.
But the thing with the bright side of this, Rob, though, is
We're not gonna see it
we're not
again.
going to see it again for at least maybe until we get in the playoffs.
Right. Looks like we'll be probably facing the spread by almost everybody.
Back in again, number 4 is going to come over in motion. Quarterback drops back to pass, but I believe they should call that play dead as well because Logan Densman was in the backfield immediately tagging the quarterback.
I think he almost beat the snap.
Great jump by him. Well, folks, this should be it right here, and then we should be starting over with two 12-minute quarters, rather, sorry. Ooh, number 7 is brought down, but bent over. Want to see, hopefully that young man is able to roll back up. He is. Good. That one didn't look good with how he got folded up.
Popped up pretty quick there.
Somebody have second down and 5.
So some regular football, Will?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's going to be great.
Full half of football. No holds barred. Ball is delivered downfield, but the ball is going to fall incomplete. Rylan Barr on the coverage there.
Did a good job there, just kind of squeezing him towards that sideline.
And I believe that was the lone receiver on that far side.
It was.
So Rylan had that one-on-one coverage with him. Yeah, that play was busted from the get-go. The Cobras sniffed it out. That was Logan Densman on the tackle for a huge loss in the backfield. Been calling number 58's name quite a bit tonight.
Yes, sir. He's having a good game tonight.
Yes. So with that loss of yardage, they're going to have to reset downs, and, well, we'll see. Maybe that was the 20 plays. I don't have a clicker up here.
No, I forgot mine at home, Will.
Well, it looks like they are going to go ahead, and that should be about it for now. And I guess we're going to start up that first half of football here. So we'll take a quick break. Thanks some sponsors. We'll be right back. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network.
At Capital Farm Credit, our cooperative returns are a symbol of our strong partnership with you.
So one of the unique things about Capital Farm Credit is the cooperative nature of it. And then when you get that patronage check once a year, we put that money right back into the land.
Together, we're better.
Welcome back, folks. We're here in Columbia. Will LaRue alongside Rob Bargenbrook, Ryan Barnett on the production. And as you see on the screen right there, attention Cobra fans, we need your help. We are bringing back Fan of the Week, sponsored by Sisters Designs. Folks, get on Facebook. We posted on the Industrial Cobra Sports Industrial Athletic Booster Club page to go and nominate the biggest Cobra fan that you know. We're going to select 5 of them, and we are going to introduce them at each home game this year. Each home varsity football game that we have, we'll bring them up into the booth at halftime. We'll interview them. We get to sit there and talk about why they are the biggest Cobra fan of the year. Great program. We started last year, had a lot of positive responses. So, folks, get out there and nominate.
And a lot of fun, Will. A lot of fun.
Yes, it was. Deserving folks out there. So here we go. This is the first live action that we're going to have for the Cobras this year. We're going with 12-minute quarters. You can see our nice scoreboard from our switcher app there in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Also has the game time as well. We're going 12-minute quarters. All game rules. Ball is, except for kickoffs, I believe. Ball's going to start at the 30-yard line. Ashton Garza is the signal caller with Cooper Martin offset to his right. Cade Quebec is lined up in that little halfback snicker spot. Ball's going to be handed off to Cooper Martin. He hits the hole downfield. I'm sorry, excuse me. The sun was in my eyes, and I didn't see what happened, but Aiden Thomas ended up with the football on the opposite side. Where you at, Rob?
I don't know where he was at, to be honest with you.
I'm telling you, I couldn't see. I've got my hands up blocking the sun, and I did not see that misdirection.
That was a good 6-yard pickup.
That sure was. Brings up 2nd down and 4. All right, this time fakes to Martin up to the left side. Ball does fall incomplete to number 10. Blake Mendoza was the intended receiver. Good coverage by the Roughnecks on that play. Ashton delivered a strike right to him. Just great coverage.
Yep. 3rd down and 4.
Ashton's going to call his own number this time. Bounces out to the left side. Does get a block off to the edge there before he's finally brought down, but not before he gets a Cobra first down. They're going to mark him shy about 2 yards. I'm not too sure that that's a very good spot there.
I had 8 yards on it, and they took 2 yards off.
They
It looked
sure
like,
did.
Will.
They sure did.
I'm sticking with my 8 yards, though.
Yeah, either way, it's going to give the Cobras a first down on that. Trips to the far side of the field. That's Quebeca, Kuchler, and Thomas to the far side. Swing pass out to Cooper. Cooper's going to do what he can to get around to the edge and dive between a couple of players before he's brought down shy of midfield. Say shy, about 4 yards shy.
Yeah.
It's going to bring up 2nd down. Coming on this side is going to be senior Kason Williams. Nick Kuchler Jr. Cooper's going to get the football, but he doesn't have a whole lot of push at the line before he's finally brought down. And that safety coming in from the Roughnecks, flying down, wanting to put a shoulder into somebody today. Gives Cooper a little bit of a wallop.
Yeah, he's coming down every play. I'd like to see if they kind of do that read and pull it from him and get him to come down and hit him over the top. Yeah, I think everybody's in the box almost except one guy there, Will.
Trips to the far side of the field. Ashton looks downfield. Ball does fall incomplete. Intended receiver on that one was Nick Kuchler. So with that, I don't believe, oh, they are going to punt. Okay, I'm not sure they're going to return it.
Okay.
We'll see.
Just get used to blocking and punting, but no returning.
I don't think there's a rush either. I think it's just a snap and the punt, but we'll see.
Kind of like Pee Wee football.
Sure. Yeah, see, there's not a rush. Do kick it. Yeah, that's about it. Ball's going to be, and I could not see who the punter was on that. Did you?
No, sir, I didn't. I was double checking my stats there, Will.
Yeah, sorry. This sun is just blaring. I got a box up trying to block it a little bit. Can't quite see. West Columbia over here. Yeah. Columbia put their home stands and press box in the direct sunlight.
Yeah, you would think it would be the other way.
Lee, is this Calhoun? What's going on here?
I have no idea. Makes no sense.
Little jab at my sand crab friends there.
Do you work with a lot of sand crab fans there, Will?
I believe I do.
Okay.
I believe I do. Quite a few sand crab fans there out of Formosa. So, switching over to defense here, getting a start on the line is senior defensive tackle Dylan Rurick, Clayton Roundtree, and Cullen Dyson.
They are ready for that.
Sam Kurtz and Cade Quebec are the outside backers. And speaking of Cade Quebec, the Roughnecks were just introduced to him.
Yeah. They used that bigger back kind of like they did at the end of the scrimmage there, but he only got 1 yard this time.
Yeah. The other one they were introduced to is number 40, Bo Bethany, another senior. And then the junior linebacker, number 33, that's Brady Cope. Two guys that came up last year and just did an outstanding job on the defensive side of things and have been really exciting and fun to watch. This ball is going to be delivered downfield, just a little too strong for number 12. It's going to fall incomplete. On coverage there was number 10, Blake Mendoza. Another 4.
Another 4?
Maybe 4-5. 4-5. I think it's 4-5.
Okay.
Another speedy. Speedy athlete.
Number 12 might have been 4-3 then.
Yeah, the two corners are Blake Mendoza and Aiden Thomas. And then the two safeties are going to be Nick Kuchler and the sophomore, Zach Vardial. Two sophomores on this varsity squad this year. Dylan Rurick is going to go ahead and wrap up the quarterback, but they're going to call that play dead.
I would say that would be a sack, Will.
Yeah, I would go ahead and mark that down as a sack.
Yeah.
And there's our buddy. We ought to put him on the radio.
Yeah, we ought to bring him up here.
Well, we got a extra mic. So now it's going to force a punt for the Roughnecks. So it's going to be the same situation as the Cobras. It's not going to be a rush. It's going to be a snap and a kick and a reception. The ball's going to be caught around the 40-yard line by Blake Mendoza, and they're going to go ahead and switch sides. And with that, we're going to thank a couple sponsors as well. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we're
Cobra
back
offense.
pretty quick. Ashton's going to drop down, heave the ball downfield. Intended receiver was Aiden Thomas, but the coverage was really good and undercut the route. Luckily, that ball falls incomplete. Yeah, clock operator is not, he must have taken off too. Bathroom break, it's still at 8:22.
8:22.
If this was a real game, everybody be yelling. It's still sitting there.
Well, that was incomplete, but the whole play was there.
Yeah. So Nick Kutzer's going to come around in motion. Ball's going to be handed off to Cooper Martin running downfield. He breaks off of a tackle, falls forward for another Cobra first down. Good hard running by the Cowboy.
Yeah, 10 yards on that play.
Yep.
It's that read off number 5 there kind of slowed down the defense, and it allowed the hole to open up, and Cooper went right up the middle.
Yeah, Holden McMullen is the lone receiver to the near side of the field right now, the junior. Ball's going to be handed off to Cooper Martin again. He's got Coben Snyder blocking in front of him. Great block. Cooper breaks another tackle himself and barrels forward for some hard-earned extra couple of runs there to get the ball beyond the 45-yard line. Coben Snyder, another senior on that offensive line, been playing varsity football since he was a sophomore.
Wow.
A lot of depth, a lot of experience on this senior class. Nice dump pass out to Cade Quebeca. Great hands. He catches it. He's going to run into the end zone before he's finally brought down and chased, but not before he gets a Cobra touchdown. There you go, senior to senior, 7 to 11.
Go.
2 captains on the team.
What's that, about 45-yard pass there, Will?
Can't count that high, Rob.
Oh, okay.
I went to Mathis. Great hands. Nice touch on that ball as well with Ashton delivering that pass there and Cade coming down with it on that over-the-shoulder catch. Just perfect textbook pitching, catch, and run there. Now the junior Bryce Warren is going to attempt to field his first extra point on a varsity game, and I assume that went through. I've got no signal, so we're going to go with it.
We're good.
Would
you like don't we have a sponsor for our scoring drive recap, Will?
We sure do, Rob, and we need to do that right now.
Okay.
Why don't you go ahead and give us a recap on that? Brought to you by Con Metal.
All right. It was a 4-play drive. 2 rushes by Cooper Martin for 17 yards, an incomplete pass by Ashton Garza on the first play, and then a 45-yard pass touchdown to Cade Quebeca, and the extra point is good. Thank you, Con Metal, for sponsoring our scoring drive tonight.
Yes, thank you, and thank you all sponsors. We greatly appreciate it. You'll be hearing from Con Metal a whole lot this year, hopefully.
As we score all the time.
Every time we score, we are going to be announcing Con Metal because they are our scoring drive recap sponsor for the 2023 season. Looks like we're going to have a play called here.
There's that second, worst color in the world, yellow.
Yeah, but that's going to be a false start against the Roughnecks, so I don't mind yellow in this situation, Rob.
Okay.
It looks like Coach Nairn and fellas have decided to go ahead and stick with the starting defense, with the exception they did pull Cade Quebeca out of that outside linebacker spot and put Kason Williams in there.
Well, he just ran 45 yards. Maybe he needs some water.
Oh, no, he does. Again, quick to the line. Quarterback drops back and is going to heave it downfield, but ball's going to fall incomplete. We do have a flag on that, and I think they're going to catch our sophomore Zach on a little bit of a tug on number 2's jersey.
It looked pretty clean from here, Will.
You are a little biased, though.
Yes,
Rob.
I know. I am. I have a hard time with that. Oh, we're gonna get penalty yards now.
Yeah, it's a real game, Rob.
We haven't seen that all season.
Ball is placed at the 40-yard line, brings up 1st and 10 with that holding call.
We had some help from the fans there. Hold.
Yeah.
Looks like they're trying to figure it out.
So on the screen, you've got this is another thing you're going to be seeing throughout the season as well, folks, is we will be bringing the sponsor logos on the screen as the games go on. Con Metal there again. Appreciate y'all.
Looks like they went. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there.
Well, it was a if it was a hold, it's 5 yards and the first down, not
Gotcha.
15 yards. I think that's what they were doing. They were resetting that to get it right.
Gotcha.
But they're going to run up the middle and not get a whole lot of room before they're wrapped up by several white shirts.
Looked like a scrum half there.
It looked like a what?
A scrum in rugby, you know,
Oh.
they all get together and just push and nothing goes anywhere.
Well, all right then.
Yeah. See, you learned something tonight, didn't you, Will?
Sure did. A scrum.
Scrum.
Okay. Well, we do have our backup announcer in the booth again tonight.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He is here. Last time he answered one question. And we are almost on the quarterback immediately there.
Again, Sam Kurtz right in his face again, too. That was a great athletic catch by number 5 for the Roughnecks, but I'm with you, Rob.
That would have been a sack in the
It
regular
would have
game.
been, absolutely. Sam Kurtz, number 19, was right in the quarterback's face along with Rick as well.
I don't think he would have pulled up in the game there, Will.
No.
Looks like in about 5 minutes we won't have to worry about this sun anymore.
They're going to bring up 1st and 10 there. This time the ball is going to be handed off to number 2 on the sweep out to the left side. He's going to find some running room before it's finally pushed out of bounds. We'll see where they end up marking it, but it's pretty close to that first down yardage.
I'd say he's about 2 yards short, Will.
See where he stepped out.
Oh, no, it's getting closer. No, 3 yards short. There we go.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and 3. Next week, folks, join us. We will have sub-varsity games coming to you live from the Snake Pit as the freshman and JV boys take on the Yoakum Bulldogs there at home. Then, Friday night, we will be in Yoakum for the first game of the season. Ball handed off to number 2 as he bounces off to the left side. Nick Kuchler coming up from that safety position, cutting him down low, and he ends up getting the tackle, but not before that Roughneck was able to get a first down.
I don't know how he got out of the backfield, Will. We had guys everywhere on that play. But I guess that's kind of that wing tee, that misdirection. You don't know who to go to. But, I mean, great penetration right off the snap of the ball.
Yeah, it's seen a lot more intensity out of the Cobras this week. We talked a little bit about it during the early part of the scrimmage. You know, that was one thing that was lacking last week against East Bernard, but today has been a whole different story, whole different football team out there on the field as this one's blown dead. It's going to be false start called against the Roughnecks. So Roughnecks having a little bit of problem this game right here with quite a few penalty yards.
Well, you know, here's the thing. You know, as much penetration and pressure we've been putting on at the front of the line, those offensive linemen are probably getting a little jumpy, getting a little anxious, trying to get to their blocks. And, you know, the pressure up front that we've created is probably inducing that.
I would agree with you, Rob. They're coming back to the line pretty quick. They're going to bring 24 over in motion. This time they're going to hand it off to the up back. So he's going to try to barrel off to the left side, and he gets a few, but doesn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage. And now we got more flags coming.
That better be on 24. He threw it first.
What was it?
24 and 6.
Yeah.
Dylan Rearick,
That's that same guy as earlier, Will.
yeah.
Number 6. We thought it was 9, but it was 6.
24 throw a punch at 6.
Oh, well, if a punch is thrown, then that's
That's an
an
ejection.
ejection, and if you get ejected, you have to sit out an entire half of football
Uh-oh.
the next game. So you got to think about that before you
Hey, you're better off just using your helmet and pads in that scenario.
I've never really understood that, you know, Rob. I wouldn't want to go punch anybody with a helmet on.
I know. Seems like it would hurt your hand a little bit.
That's going to be an unsportsman
Unsportsmanlike.
on both sides of the football, and they're going to say they're going to
Replay?
replay it. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 12. Ball is at that 40-yard line. We have 4:32 remaining in this this quarter. I'm going to get a little used to that.
They're trying to
Quarterback
pass
drops
again.
back again. That little 3-yard or 3-step drop there in delivery by the quarterback. Ball falls incomplete to number 16, but that's Blake Mendoza, the senior, on coverage again.
Good job kind of holding him up at the beginning of that route where he couldn't get free.
Yeah, I like seeing, especially man-to-man, when you're out there on that island all by yourself.
Jam him up, slow him down, get him off.
Yeah. No, I really like seeing that. Absolutely. Throw them off their route, especially in an offense like this where the quarterback it's a 3-step drop, right?
That's it. You don't have a lot of time.
3-step drop, and you're delivering the football to a spot. And so any chance or any moment there where you can throw that receiver off of his route, it affects the play. Again, quarterback delivers in the same exact play, but this time he throws a strike to number 12.
And we didn't get anything up on the release. That would be the difference there in that play, I would say.
Roughnecks inside the 5-yard line. Number 52 is checking out. And Dylan Rearick checked back into the game. Don't really see a goal line stance here other than bringing the linebackers up. They're going to hand the ball to the up back, number 34. He's going to barrel around, hit that circle button before he pushes his way into the end zone.
There. Kind of that big back there, goal line looks like.
And that's the first score for the Roughnecks. Cobras still leading at 7-6. But we don't have to say that anymore, Rob. They can see it now.
Right. On the bottom left hand of your screen. Designed by Ryan Barnett, our technical and production manager.
So looking at Roughnecks are going to go ahead and attempt a kick here for the extra point. Again, no rush. Ball is going to be up and through, and we got a signal here. So
there you go.
Ties it up, 7-7.
Tie ball game.
Tie ball game. 3:46 remaining in this one. We'll be right back. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network.
At Capital Farm Credit, our cooperative returns are a symbol of our strong partnership with you.
So one of the unique things about Capital Farm Credit is the cooperative nature of it. And then when you get that patronage check once a year, we put that money right back into the land.
Together, we're better.
And Cooper Martin on the carry. About a 6-yard or 5-yard carry on that first down run.
Good way to start the drive.
Twins to both sides of the field. Nice little pump fake, little screen pass to Cooper, but ball falls incomplete. But that is that big linebacker, that outside linebacker we're talking about, number 61, Rob. Right in Ashton's face, was unable to get that ball to Cooper.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's him. That's not his normal number, didn't you say?
That's like it's on film. It was 48. He must be changing it up.
Or he's on the sideline somewhere.
Trips to the far side of the field. Ashton back to pass, going to deliver it to Landon Wolfskill. Landon catches it. He ends up diving forward beyond the 45-yard line. Another first down. First catch for the senior, number 17.
About 10 yards on that pickup, huh? Another first down.
Aiden Thomas on the reception, a little bubble screen out there, and it's just Aiden showing you his quickness and athleticism to be able to get upfield quick. Good hands on the catching and turning it upfield and going. Brings up second down and about 2. Quebec in that halfback, snifferback spot. He's going to be lead blocking to the outside. Ashton calls his own number to get out to the edge. He does pick up the first down yardage. Actually, I'm thinking he does, but the
Looks like
side
that-
judge is going to mark him about a yard short.
Yeah.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and 1.
What do you like to see on 3rd and 1 there, Will?
Oh, I see the ball dive right up the middle. That's what we're going to get. Cooper tries to bounce it outside a little bit, but it's going to all depend on the mark. They're going to say he hit the line. That's going to be enough for a Cobra first down.
Yeah, Will, we're on about the same part of the field earlier when we took that shot.
Now we'll see. With a first down, 1st and 10 right here, Ashton's going to drop back to pass. Another screen. This time the Cooper does hang on to this one. Ends up being brought down after a few yards, but man, number 61 was in Ashton's face in a hurry. Might have got rid of that ball just a little bit earlier than he wanted to. LaRue checking in at running back now. He's going to get the ball. Runs into 2. Ball does fall out. Looks like he's going to be fumble on the play. He lowered his shoulder and ran into both of those guys, but that ball just ended up coming out.
Nice run, though.
Yeah, but you got to protect the football. Wrap it up with 2 hands. So that is going to turn the ball over for the Roughnecks. They're going to take possession of the football at the 37-yard line.
39 seconds to go in the, I guess, half or quarter.
Let's call that a quarter. Next quarter, we'll call it the game.
There you go.
There you go.
That counter play did not work there, Will.
No, it did not. Defense snuffing that out right away, and they're able to close up the holes and put a stop to it. Cooling off a whole lot more.
Yeah. I don't know how cool it is, but it feels about 30 degrees cooler. Looking to pass here again.
Yeah, Rear wraps him up, gets in the backfield in a hurry, and it's been everything that Roughneck offensive line can do to be able to handle those guys up front, because they have been in the backfield all game or all quarter long. But that concludes this quarter. We're jumping to the next quarter, but we'll be right back. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network.
At Capital Farm Credit, our cooperative returns are a symbol of our strong partnership with you.
So one of the unique things about Capital Farm Credit is the cooperative nature of it. And then when you get that patronage check once a year, we put that money right back into the land.
Together, we're better.
Welcome back, Cobra fans. This ball is intercepted by Nick Kuchler, just shy of the 45-yard line. That's where that'll get you in trouble running an offense like this, Rob. When you just drop 3 steps and throw it up for grabs.
Yeah.
When the defense is playing back like they just did, the Cobras just did right there, that's exactly what happens.
Sure did. And, I mean, we had people in coverage there. We put pressure on the quarterback. He didn't have a choice. It was either take a sack or throw it, and he decided to throw it, and we got the ball back. So defense answered the offense's miscue, which you want to see that in the game, responding back to adversity, and gave the offense the ball back.
11:54 to go in the game here. Offense is going to take over after that turnover at their own 47-yard line. Ball's going to be faked to Kuchler as he's coming around in that jet sweep, but Ashton's going to pull that and run forward, tumble forward before he's brought down after about a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, that little jet motion is really putting pause on that defense. And the center of the field just opened up.
In that pistol formation, Twins to that far side of the field. Quebec's going to actually have his hand down on the ground playing that tight end position. Does a great block out there on that edge. Cooper's doing everything he can, continues fighting and barreling for more yards. Wrap that football up before he's finally brought down at the 30-yard line. Great run by the young man. Ashton runs out. Zach's coming in. I didn't see what happened on the backside of the play. The sophomore Zach Radial is going to check in at quarterback now. Rebecca's in motion. Zach's going to pull it himself and try to find some running room. He does some good hard running where he is finally brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Are they looking at a knee there, Ryan?
Looks like it. Knee or an ankle.
They're taping something up. He might have some blood on him or something. Zach's going to deliver his first varsity pass. It's completed to Nick Kuchler. Say first varsity pass in a game-like situation. That's going to be enough for a Cobra first down.
Sure is. Now, the coaches put him in. They haven't pulled anything off. They went second play right to a pass, Will.
So there's a timeout on the field. So with that, we'll take a quick timeout as well. Thanks to some sponsors. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network.
At Capital Farm Credit, our cooperative returns are a symbol of our strong partnership with you.
So one of the unique things about Capital Farm Credit is the cooperative nature of it. And then when you get that patronage check once a year, we put that money right back into the land.
Together, we're better. At Capital Farm Credit, our cooperative returns are a symbol of our strong partnership with you.
So one of the unique things about Capital Farm Credit is the cooperative nature of it. And then when you get that patronage check once a year, we put that money right back into the land.
Together, we're better.
Welcome back, Cobra fans.
We're here in Columbia as Cooper Martin takes that handoff and barrels forward before he's finally brought down after good hard running again on that first down carry. Ashton Garza back in the game, and that's exactly what it was. It looked like they were taping up that knee Might have a turf burn on there and may have come loose.
Could be.
There's a sub-varsity quarterback that knows all about that turf burn. Ashton's going to deliver this one. Nice pass to the end zone, and let's see if he comes down. Ball falls incomplete. Intended receiver was Holden McMullen. Man, great adjustment on the route there. Just couldn't hold on to it.
Good play call there. You know, you only needed 1 yard. You got kind of a free play there. Take a shot at the end zone, come back now and get the first down.
Yeah, Twins to the near side of the field. Quebec in that tight end position again. This time Cooper's going to be handed off, cut back to the inside again before he's brought down, but not before he gets the Cobra first down.
First down and goal.
Fumble on the play. Looked like as Cooper was coming through, I couldn't see who it was that got his hand on the football or on his arm, and the ball ends up coming loose. Roughnecks recover. It's going to turn over inside the red zone. That one hurt a little bit, Rob.
Sure did.
So right now, Cobra's
now.
losing the turnover battle.
And that's not a battle you want to lose, Will.
Ball game is tied 7-7.
But
We have 8:56 remaining. Yeah, we're going to fix it. We're working on the clock, folks.
yeah.
A lot to keep up with.
It is a lot to keep up with. Ryan, you're doing a heck of a job.
Done.
There we go.
Let's see if the defense can answer again here, Will, like they did last time fighting adversity.
Yeah, Aiden Yanish checked in at cornerback. I say cornerback, but he's in the safety position.
Looks like they got
And then they're going to seam it again out to the outside. Great coverage. Well, let's see who that was. Rylan Barr, number 12. Low out route, number 2 ran coming from the backfield. And Rylan Barr,
picked him up, put his hand out, knocked the ball down. Great
Sure
great
did.
defensive play.
yeah, he collapsed down on the play right away, or collapsed down on the receiver rather, right away, and was able to knock that ball loose.
Second down and 10, Will.
Yeah, new quarterback, number
trying
2 in. He does the
stretch it
same thing,
again.
heaves it downfield.
Oh, no,
Ball
that
does
ball's on the
fall
ground.
incomplete. Looked like it was good, and Columbia thought it was as well, but ball does hit the turf. That was Zach Vardial on coverage there.
Had his arm in there, I think, when they went to the ground, having his arm in between there, helped knock that ball out. And 3rd and 10, be interesting to see, like, punting from their own end zone. That'd be nice, wouldn't it, Will?
Well, I couldn't tell who that was. Ball, it's going to be an incomplete pass. But the quarterback had nowhere to go.
No,
Cobra's
he-
in the backfield quick.
They almost beat the snap, Will. So the defense has held again in 2 tough situations, Will. I mean, a 4A football team, the defense have been put in 2 tough situations by fumbles, and, you know, they held their own.
Yeah, they have. And I think a lot of that is warranted back to the fact that Cobras have come out here ready to play today.
They sure have.
Yeah, we know they have it. There's a lot of talent in that junior class coming up to really complement the amount of talent that's in and experience that's in this senior class. That ball's going to get shanked out and
At 19, maybe?
favors the Cobras there.
Oh, 21. Okay. So a short field to work with, Will.
Yeah, we'll see what the Cobras end up doing. I like to go back to sticking to that run game a little bit and then a little pop pass to the tight end right over the middle.
I'd like to see that mesh play right now, Will, that we've seen twice. It's looked really, really good in the game. Confuses the defense.
Yeah, another one down here in the inside the red zone as well is that nice quick slant.
Right. Especially if those defensive backs are playing off, not uptight.
Like right here.
Another.
It's going to be an incomplete pass.
'cause
Yeah,
they shuttled it forward.
and that's what they're. That's what it goes down as. That is not a run. That is a
Pass.
that is a pass. Just like the old shuffle play.
Yeah. Coaching staff might want to invest in some stickum, Will.
I've asked the kids about that. It doesn't sound like they do that anymore.
Oh.
Is that even a thing?
Well, it's not called stickum. Ooh.
See, this is the kind of stuff that's a little frustrating, but I love how Ashton gets up and handles that, and number 62, that's Coben Snyder getting up there and taking care of his quarterback.
Trying to figure out why they blew that dead.
Because they're not supposed to hit the quarterback. They're
Okay.
supposed to touch him. They're not supposed to bring him to the ground, and that's not what's going on the Columbia side of things. They are playing a little bit rough. And stick to the rules. But I understand, too, how hard it is to kind of hold up in a football game. We're going to have a false start here. Play's going to be blown dead. Cobras going backwards, Rob.
Going backwards. Still third down, though. Got to look for the positive, Will.
8:12 remaining in this game. We are tied at 7. Third and a long way to go for the Cobras. Sam Kurtz checked in at running back now.
Kind of looking for a positive play to give you options on fourth down, you know. Ooh.
So I like what Ashton did there a little bit. Looked over, and then we got another flag on the far end of the field. You need to check our emotions, guys. This is a scrimmage as well. I get that too.
Right.
But that's the kind of stuff that we need to work on as well. We cannot have drive killers.
Right. And you know, that other than the scrimmage last week, which was really contained, this is the first live football action that probably both of these teams have seen. Also, it's first time to be able to hit somebody that's not a teammate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, tempers are flaring and stuff, but it's something that needs to be controlled. Coach staff have to get a handle on that.
Who's our punter this year? Will? Do you know? I see a 4.
Not Bo Neal, it's Bo Bethany.
Number 40, okay.
Bo Bethany.
Nice punt.
That
And it
was
is a
nice
live
punt.
ball right now. Come on, Cade.
I'd like to see Cave dive at that one. That one. Like the roughneck came flying in a little bit low, too close to the knees there. .753
And Columbia
here in Columbia.
at the 10-yard line again. They're at their own 10 again.
You know, they really haven't had an answer for the Cobra defense other than those two big plays.
Two pass plays, that's been pretty much it, really.
There goes that cutback counter play there. It looks a lot like a sweep, but the cutback lane it's there for the Roughnecks, and they're using it to their advantage to get on that first down run and get a first down.
Have you ever been around a wing T offense, Will? Like, you know, personally?
Yeah, we ran that in high school.
Did you really? Okay. It seems like to me that in the backfield, your timing has to be, like, pretty much perfect.
Well,
You're a step off or whatever, it just turns into a muddled mess. But if it's on, it's on.
Oh. For those of y'all watching at home, appreciate it. Hope we're bringing you a quality product.
Appreciate all the viewers.
Ball's going to be handed off to number 9 this time as he gets around the edge, but wrapped up. Looked like Cullen Dyson was in on that tackle, and the junior Brady Cope. Gets about a yard on that carry.
About 3rd and 9, Will.
Yep.
A long 9.
And folks, again, we do apologize for the movement of the iPad. We're just having a little bit of issues with the tripod and having it outside with the sun. I know it's a lot cooler now, but then we'd have to move the camera and set tripod all back up again. So we got a few more minutes left in this ball game. New quarterback again, that 3-step drop, delivers it downfield. Ball falls incomplete. Great adjustment by number 12 for the Roughnecks to try to on that route to catch that ball or two.
And great adjustment by number 10. He had to turn back around. And we're going to punt again.
Yes, bring them 4th down.
I tell you what, Will, it's just exciting to see real football right now.
It is. When it's not 100 degrees.
Right. 110 in the
Now,
shade.
Now, folks, join us next week where we will be in Yoakum for the first game of the season. It is, punt is away. Blake Mendoza retreats back and fields this one. See where they end up spotting it around the 48-yard line, I'm assuming.
What would be great right now, Will, would be a scoring drive that lasts about 5 minutes and 50 seconds.
Cobras come back out on offense. Twins on both sides of the field. That's going to be Quebeca coming over in motion on that jet sweep. Great block out there at the edge by number 45, and Quebeca's got wheels. Look at him cut through the zone and get into the end zone for a Cobra touchdown.
There we go.
Nice graphics here that we're showing, folks.
Yeah.
Okay, Quebeca on that run. Great block on the edge there by number 45, Major LaRue, to help Quebeca spring for that. Now Bryce Warren going to come up and attempt this extra point. Nick Kuchler doing the holding duties. Kick is up, and it is good. So 2 for 2 for the young junior for his first time in a varsity game.
And you know what that means, Will?
It's time for a scoring recap, Rob, brought to you by Con Metal.
And the scoring recap is Cade Quebeca goes 53 yards for a touchdown, capped off by an extra point by Warren.
And
that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all. That's all they needed. That is all
One
they
play.
needed.
That took 10 seconds off. I was hoping for a 5-minute and 50-second drive, but I'll take a 10-second score.
That'll work too. Cobras leading this one 14-7. 5:40 remaining in this ball game. Second scrimmage of the season for the Cobras. Last week playing against East Bernard. Didn't really have a game-like scenario, just more of a scrimmage set where both sides were just getting 20 plays in each before they flip sides. First game time scenario for the Cobras under the lights this year in 23.
There you go.
Number 11 on the carry, Nick Kuchel, a fantastic open field tackle for a loss. That is the kind of athleticism number 5 will bring to this team.
And the defense made him bounce it there. Outside linebackers, the D-line forced him to bounce it right into where he could make that tackle. Great defense. Here's a little stat for you, Will. So far, it's only, what, a quarter and then a half of another quarter? 137 yards rushing
For the Cobras.
for the Cobras.
A lot of that on the back of
Kay
Cooper Martin.
Quebec, 53.
And Quebec. Well, no, that's not a rush. No, that wasn't the toss. That's the one that confuses me, Rob. We got to look at that a little bit better. But number 2 delivers that strike up the middle. Ball falls incomplete, and again, that's number 5.
Got his hand on the ball there, I think, Will.
Yeah, the Cobra defenders are starting to take into account those releasing tight ends or swingmen or whatever you're used to calling them in that wing tee. Call swingman.
Basically, they just need to stop number 12.
Well, they are right now. Number 5's checking in for number 12, so it looks like they stopped him.
Okay. Now let's see if they go to him.
Yeah. 3rd down, about 13 to go. Quick to the line again come the Roughnecks, and in the backfield immediately was Dylan Rearick, but ball quarterback was able to hand the ball off in time. I don't know how.
Yeah, and he got about 5 yards there, so you're looking at, what, 4th and 6?
We'll see if the Roughnecks elect to go ahead and punt with 4:30 remaining in this ball game.
They're on their side of the field, but it looks like they're, the way they're setting up, like they're going to try to run a play.
Or they're going to wait and call a timeout. Number 12 is back in the game, though, Rob.
Uh-oh.
It took a little bit of time, the coach did, calling that play. I wonder if number 12 was advocating for something.
Yeah,
He's lining up in that stand-up receiver spot. Yeah. It's going to be a toss to number 11 to the outside.
He's holding in the back.
He does get to the end, to the edge, but brought down by number 22, Zach Vadiola, but not before he gets a first down and beyond the 40. And you're 100% correct. They're Cobra fans over here hollering.
Upset,
yeah, there was a bit of a hole back there in the backfield. But
it's a scrimmage. We'll let it go right now.
Even if it was a game, Rob, there ain't nothing
I'd
much
be a
we
little
can
more
do.
upset.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
And we have film now to prove our point this year, Will.
We sure do. Ball is handed to the up back, but he is met immediately and brought for a huge loss by number 33, Brady Cope. He is going to be a whole lot of fun to watch this year.
Yeah, he came flying through there on that play, Will.
Yeah, Brady bounced back and forth between JV and varsity last year quite a bit, and there's a reason for that.
Right.
He needed to come up and help out with some injuries and got some varsity experience up there and did a really good job. And then out here tonight, earning a varsity spot there at the middle linebacker position, and he is doing a heck of a job showing everybody why.
Yeah, those reps on varsity last year, you can see that they're making a difference right now. And they're going to go number 12 again. What do you think there, Will?
Yes, they are, and he is doing everything he can to try to catch that football. But Blake Mendoza is doing everything he can to not let him catch that ball.
Great job by him on that play. Got his hand up, knocked the ball down.
Should bring up, pretty sure that's 3rd down. There he goes, guy. Now he got me. Help me out. It's be a 3rd down and 12. 2:52 remaining in this one, and your Cobras are leading at 14-7.
Little miscommunication in the backfield. Oh, I thought that was going to be picked off, Will.
Yeah, it was. Nick Kuchler came across the field to try to knock that ball loose. Number 5 just kind of got lost in the shuffle right there and was able to come down with a fantastic catch. Contested catch, too.
Yeah, very contested. I thought we were going to get an interception there. He had his eye on the ball.
Yeah. Looked like a little bit of miscommunication. I'm sure Coach will go back and look at that one as well on film, talk about that. The Roughnecks are going to set up and line up to attempt their extra point.
Uh-oh.
We're going to try again.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
He didn't like that.
Yeah.
That's that mulligan I've been telling you about, Will.
No, we're not doing the mulligan, Rob. Roughnecks kicker looks pretty good, and that one is through. That does tie it 14-14. Good form on the kicker. On number 10.
2 minutes and 40 seconds left. 2-minute drill, Will.
That is. Looks like they're going to take their time coming out to the field. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Cobra football on the Cobra Sports Network. Skill. Wolfskill continues to barrel forward and hit that circle button, spin around, brought down just shy of the 50-yard line. Wolfskill is going to be a good big target for Ashton this year. Big 6'6" frame.
I can't wait to see that down in the end zone, Will.
That's gonna be neat seeing him down there in the red zone, down inside the 10-yard line. Trips to the far side of the field, and it looks like they're gonna blow this one dead as well. Had movement on both sides, but I think they're gonna catch the Cobras for illegal procedure. Back them up 5 yards. 1st and 15. Yeah, that Wolfskill.
Yeah.
Inside the 10-yard line, or those little passes up, throw it up there, and let him go to the highest point to catch that. It's just going to be fun to see. You know, for the big 6'6" frame that he has great hands as well.
Really did well in 7-on-7, I was told.
There's LaRue with a reception, right down just shy of the 40-yard line. He's got hands like his daddy.
Oh, really? Wow.
Thought you were a lineman.
No, that was a glorified lineman. It's called a tight end. Ryland Barr, the senior on the carry, continues to push that pile forward to get enough for a first down. He wasn't going to be denied that one.
Minute 3 left, Will.
They're winding the clock. They're winding the clock. We're under a minute here in Columbia, tied at 14. Cobras are driving the football. Ball placed at the 40-yard line with 1st and 10 to go. LaRue checks into the backfield. We've got twins on both sides of the field. Garza looking downfield to pass. Rolls out. Delivers the football. Is a little bit overthrown there. Intended receiver, I believe, was LaRue. Clock does stop at 38 seconds.
Had the right idea there, Will.
Yeah.
Just a little long.
Yeah, good touch there, but even that would have been a tough catch because I think as soon as LaRue would have had his hands on the ball, the defender for the Roughnecks was coming down on him pretty hard. Ashton's going to get to the outside edge, catches it, and ends up running out of bounds to stop the clock, but he's going to be shy of that first down. 31 seconds remaining. I thought he got a few more yards than that, Rob.
Yeah, it looks like they kind of backed it up. That's messing up my stats, Will.
It's going to be 3rd and 5. They're going to come into that sniffer back. Wolfskill lined up in the backfield. An extra blocker in LaRue. Ashton's going to fake the throw, but his speed is going to catch the outside. Great block on the edge out here by number 82. That's Bryce Warren before Ashton goes out of bounds just shy of the 15-yard line. Good team effort on that play all around.
Yeah.
You know, the line is doing a great job of giving Ashton time today, too, Rob. That was another thing that we struggled against East Bernard with getting a lot of penetration into the backfield. Whole different football team out there tonight. Trips to the far side of the field. Warren is the lone receiver here.
Bad snap.
A low snap. Ashton's going to just fall on it. And I'm assuming coach has got a timeout to use with 16 seconds left in the ball game. With that timeout, we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back for this one. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network.
At Capital Farm Credit, our cooperative returns are a symbol of our strong partnership with you.
So one of the unique things about Capital Farm Credit is the cooperative nature of it. And then when you get that patronage check once a year, we put that money right back into the land.
Together, we're better.
All right, Cobra fans, we're back. 16 seconds left here. Cobras are ready to punch one in the end zone as Ashton's called his own number up the middle. His speed's going to break away, runs through 14 before he's brought down shy of the 5-yard line. 7 seconds left. Coach runs out here, gets that timeout.
Great play.
We're not leaving now.
No.
No, we're going to go ahead and stay and finish this one out. It's exactly what you want to see, exactly what you want to practice in your practice games. All different types of scenarios that we've been able to see here today, Rob.
This is a perfect scenario.
Yes, it is. It looks like they're going to take a full timeout and come over to the sideline. But either way, we're sticking around. But, yeah, this is a great scenario. Drive started.
Right.
Back on the 40-yard line.
Yep.
Right, on the Cobras 40-yard line, and they have driven the entire length of the field to get down to the 5-yard line to be able to try to punch one in the end zone. They started this entire drive with a little over 2 minutes left.
2 minutes, 50 seconds.
That's it. This is exactly what you want in your 2-minute offense to get down and drive the ball. And here's the best part, Rob.
What's that?
Your depth is out here doing it again, too.
There you go.
That's the other thing. So great job on the Cobras.
Let's see.
Again, folks, do not forget, get in your Fan of the Week nominations. Send me a message on Facebook. And you can also email us at industrialbroadcastteam@gmail.com.
I'm going to go with, we got Wolfskill in as a tight end, kind of hiding there. Just going to fade out and throw it up to him.
Like old Jimmy Graham and Drew Brees. Ball is handed off to LaRue, but I don't think he got any penetration. He was met immediately at the line and dropped. There's 1 second left in the game. They're going to bring out the field goal crew. Here we go. Bryce Warren attempting his first field goal.
Game-winning field goal.
Game win. This is great, though. By the, you know. One second left on the clock. Nick Kuchler is the holder. Kick is up, and it is good. Cobras win it. Cobras win it.
3 zeros on the time clock and 3 points.
What a fantastic way to finish it. Hey, good practice game out here tonight. It was good to see the intensity. It was good to see a change. Obviously, the coaches, or change from last week, obviously the coaches got with the boys this week and told them, hey, look, we need to take that game and forget about it.
Right, move forward.
Move on to the next one. Guys came out with a whole lot more intensity,
Oh,
a
yeah.
whole lot more drive. Saw a completely different football team out here. A lot of good things. This is exactly the football team that we know we have. And it's going to be an exciting, fun year, Rob.
I love the intensity of the defense tonight. You could see a whole lot more than last week. But there's one thing we got to do before we sign off.
What's that?
We had a scoring drive again, Will.
We did. We
A
did.
Con Medal scoring drive. And the scoring drive recap. Ashton Garza rushed for 65 yards on that drive. He had 2 passes of 8 yards. And got down there at about the 3-yard line, and Warren finished it off with a game-winning field goal.
Game-winning field goal for the junior right there. So great job by him. Cobras win this one, 17-14. Good football game. A lot of promising stuff that we saw here. We're excited. Next week, Yoakum starts the season off. Folks, do not miss it. If you can't make the game in Yoakum, we will bring it to you here on the Cobra Sports Network. Live. Remember, get your Fan of the Week nominations into us. Brought to you by Sisters Designs. Get on Facebook, send me the nomination, or you can email it to us at industrialbroadcastteam@gmail.com.
Gmail.com.
That's it.
Well, it's been fun this evening, Will. A little bit of regular football, and I'm excited for next week and what that's going to bring. I'm excited for what our defense is going to do. I think we clean it up just a little bit, and we're ready for the season.
We are. We're ready for that. Well, that'll do it for us here from Columbia.
Right.
Rather. Let's go with Columbia. We'll see y'all next week. Till then,
Go
Cobras.
Cobras.